Hi YouTube, my name's Nissa. If you're new here, welcome back. I make videos about homemaking and motherhood. I'm starting off this cleaning video just by doing the dishes the night before and closing up my kitchen by wiping down the counters. I hope that you enjoy and you stick around. I'm also going to show you how I make my homemade chicken stock and how I make my homemade cleaning products. So part of the reason that I am very passionate about non-toxic living is because I am actually a cancer survivor. When I was 16, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and I was on chemotherapy for 2.5 years. And after that, I then got diagnosed with PCOS because the chemo just like wrecked my hormones and my immune system, that I ended up developing that autoimmune disorder. I didn't get a period for like a year after chemo and ended up seeing a fertility specialist who diagnosed me with PCOS. I thought that I would have a really hard time having children because I did have a ton of cysts on my ovaries, but that wasn't the case for me, thank the Lord. I actually didn't have any issues having kids despite having like an irregular period and higher male hormones. But yeah, I still do suffer from a handful of the symptoms of having PCOS, and that is part of the reason that I try to avoid like endocrine disruptors and fragrances, because I want my hormones to be regular and normal. This past year, actually, when I was taking a break from YouTube, I pursued a naturopath and did a whole lot of blood work, a stool test, a hormonal panel. I did a Dutch test, if you know what that is. It's when you do like a lot of urine samples to determine how your hormones are like filtering out of your body and reproducing. And I do feel like I got to learn a lot about my body and just where I'm at in life. I also discovered at the same time while we were renovating our kitchen, if you're new here, this is like a brand new kitchen. We're still in the process of doing it. That is why the backsplash isn't up and we don't have trim on the floor yet. But yeah, it's still a work in progress. I'm super grateful for it and I love how it's turning out. But anyway, as I was saying, when we were gutting this kitchen, we found so much mold in the floor. We had a leak in our roof and had no idea the entire time we were living here. And water was dripping down the wall behind our kitchen cabinets and accumulating in the floor. And I think that was also another reason why I was like struggling so much with hair fallout and just like depression that was unexplainable. I struggled a lot with bloating. I found out the bloating is related to a candida infection. And I also, through the naturopath, got all my allergies tested and found out that I had a handful of allergies that I was unaware of. Like I am allergic to wheat, tomatoes, vanilla, eggs. I can eat duck eggs, but I just can't have chicken eggs. But anyway, now I am just wiping down my kitchen counters. I use cast iron soap, the Yukin brand. I buy it off Amazon. I buy a big gallon of it. I just mix like a little bit into a spray bottle with water. It probably is about 2 tablespoons, I would say, of the soap. But I'm at the point right now where I just kind of eyeball it. I think it works really well. It's very clean and non-toxic. It just has like all organic and natural oils in it. But anyway, now I am moving on to making some homemade chicken stock. I do this very simply. I just pick some herbs in my yard. I collect all my veggie scraps in a plastic bag, like my onions and celery, carrots, peppers, garlic, all of the veggie scraps. I put them in the freezer in a Ziploc baggie and just slowly accumulate them. And then once I have full bags, I'll go ahead and buy a chicken and I will make some chicken soup or chicken broth. Right now I am just grating some fresh turmeric over it. I love adding turmeric to my chicken stock because it gives it a nice color and it's great antibacterial. My little life hack for turmeric is I actually keep turmeric and ginger in the freezer so that it's hard, and then when I need to use it I will just take one out and I'll grate it over whatever it is that I'm using it for. And the nice thing about it being in the freezer is that it just lasts so much longer, and I feel like if you keep it in the fridge, you never end up using like all of it, or at least I don't. So yeah, I'm just gonna fill this up with water and then let it cook all day long, about 8 hours on low in the crock pot, and then I will put it in the fridge and strain it tomorrow. These are my kids, Cooper and Maverick, by the way. Maverick is the one messing with the crock pot lid, and Cooper is the one standing on the other side of the counter watching us. It's actually crazy, like, looking at this video, because I filmed it a couple weeks ago. Our back room looks nothing like this anymore. Our washer and dryer is now moved into our pantry, and in front of the window I now have like a little breakfast nook going on. So definitely stay tuned for future videos so you can take a glance at what we have done in the back of our house. I love it, and I'm super grateful that my husband is able to do this for us. And then this is the chicken stock after it's been cooking all day long. Again, I'm gonna strain it tomorrow. I actually didn't film that footage just because I was tired and I needed my husband's help with it. There's really no excuse, but yeah, I'm putting this in the fridge for now because it is very heavy to try and strain this pot by myself. Now I am moving on to folding a ton of laundry. I had about 4 or 5 laundry baskets sitting in my dining room that needed to get taken care of. This is also our new kitty, June. She'll be a year in October 22nd, I think is her birthday. So she's still technically a kitten, and she just has been a huge joy in my life. I love her so much. We got her because we were having a bit of a mouse problem that just was ongoing for the past 2 years probably, and we tried everything: traps, sprays, putting different scents around the house, and nothing was really working, honestly. So we kind of just decided it's time to get a cat, and I love her so much. The story behind us getting her is so funny, honestly. I came downstairs one morning and there was mouse poop on my kitchen counter, and I was just like, that is enough. Enough is enough. This is too far. Mice are not allowed up on my counter. It's one thing if I find it on the floor, but on the counter, no way. And I called my husband and I was like, Josh, I can't do this anymore. I was like, we need a cat. And he was like, okay, I'm at work, I can't deal with this. And I was like, all right, I'm going out and I'm buying one. So I went on the SPCA's website and found out that they had kittens at an SPCA pretty local to our house. And I was just like, I'm going. And I went, and they had one kitten left, and that was June. And I was just like, I'm pulling the trigger, I'm buying her. But anyway, I just wanted to show this song. I love this song so much. If you know it, comment down below what you think it is, but it's literally a bop. It's a country Christian song, and I'm a huge country fan. I just feel like it's storytelling in music form, and it's just like very nostalgic for me. Country music just makes me think of like memories in my life that I can relate to. But anyway, back to the laundry. So I have so much laundry that I am doing right now. I normally have a lot of laundry, but right now it's just more than normal because we actually have a camper down at the Jersey Shore. We are residents to Pennsylvania, and our camper doesn't have like a washer or dryer, so I have to bring like all of our clothes and linens and extra towels and whatnot home, and then do them and then take them back down for the weekend. We normally travel back and forth on the weekends. And yeah, it just like piles up and gets very overwhelming for me. And this evening I was kind of just like, I need to just tackle all of this now, get everything organized and put away so it's not like constantly like sitting in my dining room. Also, if you notice, my glasses are orange, that they are blue light blocking glasses. I feel like they actually really do help me. I started wearing them a couple months ago, and I have noticed a bit of a difference just with my body, like feeling more relaxed in the evening when I have them on. Now it is the following day, and I am just spraying my dining room table and wiping it down. This day I am literally just focusing on cleaning surfaces and cleaning the floors. So this is our stove. I honestly really like having a white stove. I think it's pretty, but it is really hard to keep clean. It also is very old, and because it's old, I feel like it was made a lot better than like newer stoves. So that's like another reason we haven't replaced it. We probably will eventually, but it still works really well. But yeah, it is just really frustrating to try and clean because it gets stained so often. But I have noticed that the Scrub Daddy Power Paste is very effective, but it doesn't remove 100% of everything. But I really like it because it doesn't have as toxic ingredients in it as some other brands out there. So now I'm just putting my utensils away. We cook with all wooden and stainless steel utensils, just again because they are non-toxic and they will not disrupt your endocrine system. Now I'm going ahead and vacuuming our dining room, and then I'm going to go ahead and move into the living room. So this is our living room. I'm just gonna fold all the blankets and then stack them and then organize all the pillows. Also, if you see that one white pillow, the pillowcase actually is in the wash right now, so I'm just gonna set that one off to the side. If you've watched my videos in the past, you would know that we just hung this frame, this picture frame mural. I don't know what this is called. I kind of feel silly. I don't know what the picture frames are called in the back, but I hung the picture frames. Collage. I hung the collage recently, and we used to have like just a blank wall and like a circle shelf up there. But I don't know. I feel like with our kids being young, like I just wanted pictures of them up on the walls just to like help them feel included and like a part of like our house art and design. I don't know, I really valued when my mom had pictures of me sitting around, so I just wanted to like recreate that for them, if that makes any sense. But yeah, now I'm going ahead and just vacuuming this rug, and then I'm going to show you how I make my mop soap. So this is the cast iron soap I use. I believe it is called Yukon. And yeah, I'm just literally going to pour like a little bit into the bucket. I'm using lemon essential oil and some peppermint essential oil. I think they smell really nice. And they're also disinfectants. And then I'm just going to fill this up with really hot water. I'm starting off in the front of the house just by taking the welcome mat up and shaking it out outside, and then I mop from the front door all the way to the back door and finish in the bathroom. I do that mainly because I just think it's gross to start in the bathroom. I like to finish in there, and then that way I can also just dump the water right away. Also, a little like life hack if you live in a small house and don't have a lot of closet space. I bought this broomstick and I just twist the broom head off and then twist like these mop heads on, and it saves us like a lot of space instead of having like a mop and a broom and like a steamer and all the other things that people will have to clean their house. I just find that this has worked really well for us and helped us save space. Cleaning this tile is literally one of my least favorite things. I feel like stuff always gets stuck to it, like food obviously, and because it's white tile, like it just shows dirt a lot quicker than other colors. So yeah, cleaning the kitchen is always just a struggle for me. I feel like I always gotta like really press down on the mop and scrub. But if you made it this far, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and enjoy our dirty water dump.